Hey everybody, welcome to My Usual Me and welcome to Myth of Empires, a game that if you took Life is Feudal, the MMO, Mountain Blade, Last Oasis, Ark, Conan Exiles, put them all together, you would have a pretty close approximation of this game. We've been playing this game on the channel for the last week. We've been live streaming it, and so I'm really super stoked about this game. What I'm going to do today, though, is I'm going to show you how to put together a custom server so you can play with your friends. You can alter the values so you can make it easier on yourself, harder on yourself. However you'd like to play the game, you're allowed to play the game from the get-go. You can go ahead and you can make your own custom server. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go to create server. I've already created my server, so we're going to go ahead and just go through it real quick so that you know how to do it yourself. So we go ahead and hit create server. And what this does is this will put you over to the start console immediately. But if you want to change your settings, you're going to go ahead and you're going to go up here to the basic settings and work your way down through all of the settings. It's pretty simple stuff. From basic settings, you've got your server name, which mine is usualland, and the password, which I'm not going to let anybody see right now. Any introduction you might want to put in there. If you have a 1 here, it's going to be a PvE server. If you put a 0 in there, it'll be a PvP server. This is how many people you want on your server. The game difficulty, I'm keeping almost everything exactly as it is, except for a couple of things. My advanced settings that I'm going to change. And if you mouse over anything and hold it for a second, it will give you an explanation of what the thing is, okay? So like this right here will tell you when people show up to the server. There'll be a notification. When people leave the server, it will notify you as well. That does it on official as well. So, and we're going to go ahead and there's a lot of different settings you can do. I'm not going to go through them all because we're going to make this short. So I'm going to go ahead. They're right here. My values are a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and NPCs and wildlife. I'm just keeping everything the same on the NPCs and the wildlife. The timers, we're going to keep everything the same with the respawn timers and the how long the corpses last and the animal carcasses stick around before they disintegrate. I'm leaving all that stuff. You can change all of that, all of it. The resource settings I have changed a little bit. I've changed. Okay, they have two different collection multipliers. One is for the PvP server, one is for the PvE server. So you can change that depending on what you want to do. Since I am a PvE server right now, just right now, this is for demonstration purposes only. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to put I put mine at 7 times the value. So my gather rate is 7. The animal drop rate for what they drop after you kill the animal is times 7. So all my gather rates are times 7. Then we also have what's the last one I did? Oh, stone collection as well is times 7. So everything I do from all my nodes, my stone and iron nodes, my animals, and my wild plants are all going to be times 7. And then we're going to go ahead. Damage rates, we're going to keep the same. My player settings, the only thing I changed was my player XP gain multiplier. I'm going to get 10 times the normal XP. The experience points that you would on an official server. You can, like I said, there's so much here that you can change. That's all I'm changing though. Okay. So what we're going to do is now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put back in my, I'm going to go put back in my password, put back in my GM Steam account number, my Steam account number. You got to put that in there, and with a semicolon, you can separate the different server managers if you'd like. But you can this way it'll give you access to all of the cheat codes that you're going to want to use if you want to use cheat codes and spawn things in for your players. And that's a whole different video. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my account number and my server password, and then we'll go ahead and I'll show you how to start this console. So once you have everything that you want changed or modified, you go down to the last one, which says start console. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to save the configuration that we had because I had to put my server password back in. So I'm going to save that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our server. Press the start button. And it says, start server, please double click, start private server.bat. What does that mean? It means right here, this highlighted thing right here, where it's highlighted, where it popped up, we're going to go ahead and we're double click it. And all of this is going to start the server. Now you have to do this each and every time you start your server and get into your private game. Okay? You have to do this step every single time. It's going to take a minute for everything to load up, and then we'll show you the 2 lines at the bottom that you're going to need to see before you can go and you can jump into the game. Oh, one more thing before I show you that. I wanted to let you know in the advanced settings, the server save time interval, I wanted to make sure that it's in seconds, okay? That gives you a real small value when you first start. I put mine to 600 seconds because I want to go ahead and just have my server save every 10 minutes. I think the way they started is like 20 seconds, every 10 seconds or something. It's a crazy amount. And if you're saving it that much, you're probably going to get hiccups. You're probably going to get rubber bands. So you might want it a little bit longer, especially if there's a lot going on in your server. So yeah, just be aware, you might want to change the server save time interval and in the advanced settings. So that's the one other thing I did change that I forgot to tell you about. All right, and now once you see these last 2 lines right here, guys, these last 2 lines are what you're looking for now that you know that that's ready to go. So now I can go to custom server right here, guys. We type in custom server. I can type in usual land. I just had to type in USU and it was there. All right, so and we'll go ahead and we click on it, hit connect, and put in my password, hit enter or confirm, and it should load up. And it might not load up the first time. You may have to do it a second time if it's the first time you've started your server. You may have to start it a second time. I did have to start mine a second time, but it looks like it might be working, maybe. Okay, so the connection timed out, guys. We're going to go ahead and we're going to try this again. We're going to see if maybe it'll work one more time. So like I said, okay, we'll go ahead and I went and restarted it again. We're going to try again, and we'll see if usual land shows up. Usual land did show up, so it is on. Connect again, put in the password, and confirm. And let's see if we go ahead and we can get her started now. Sometimes it takes a couple times to get the server to start. And we are started, and here's the character creation screen. Okay, that only took twice. It took twice last time as well, so that's a little bit of a hiccup. They probably have to work to smooth out, but I mean, for 2 times, that's not bad at all. So I'm going to create my character in the next episode. We'll go ahead and get started, but that is how you get your server set up and started. So hopefully you single players out there are going to be able to take care of business, and it won't be too difficult on you. You'll be able to play your game the way you want to do it, or any of you people who would like to do a server for your friends or for a role play group. If I think Nitrato actually is hosting servers, so that you could probably run a server from Nitrato for the ease of it, so you don't have it on your own computer. But if you do want it on your own computer and you don't want to pay a monthly fee, well, this is the way to go. So anyway, guys, I hope that helped you out. I hope that you learned something. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do that right now. As I always say, I am my usual me. You be your usual you. And we'll see you in the next thing that I do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.